Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second day of our Broadcast Innovation Days. My name is David Lois.
Stop, David.
I'm myself. Sorry,
Wait a second. We're too early.
but could you hear me?
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second day of our Broadcast Innovation Days. My name is David Lois. I'm a sales manager of Broadcast Solution Group, and I'm located in Madrid, in Spain. We are going to spend the next 15 minutes talking about one of our products for our portfolio, which is the LaON Intercom system. For those that you don't know LaON, let me tell you that LaON is a Korean company that has been established in 2007. It's about 13 years old company. Basically, they have their own wireless system on chip, their own radio frequency modules. So they have quite a lot of experience in wireless solution. Even they have two different patents in a different areas all around the world. I have split, let's say I have divided this presentation on three different topics. Then I would like to go through them. The first one, it will be a general description of LaON system. So I will speak about the wireless and the wired part, I mean the panels. So I will speak as regarding LaON as a complete solution, complete intercom solution. The second one, we will go through the panels. I have a demo kit here with me, so I will swap the camera and I will show you later how the physical equipment, how it looks and how it works. And then we will back to the presentation and we will see different applications, different fields of that we can use intercom, different scenarios. Okay, so so let me start. Sorry, let me start with a quick, let's say, topics and key points regarding LaON system. It will be only two slices, and then we will go to the hardware equipment. Okay, so basically LaON is the first intercom system that is working in it was working, start to work, sorry, in 5 gigahertz. In 5 gigahertz, there is much less traffic than in 2.4. Let's say we have 29 different frequencies that you can choose. So it's quite difficult to have interferences if you compare with the 2.4 band. The audio quality of LaON system is a 7.2, which is, I will say, is a very good quality, especially for voice. The latency, I can say that is the shorter latency in an intercom system. So we have 23 milliseconds delay only. The antennas, of course, all the wireless part is working with some antennas. I will show you later the different kind of antennas than we provide with the system. But it's quite, I mean, it's normally works with Ethernet connection. So it's no more than an Ethernet cable, and that's it. Okay, you can have up to 128 bell packs per antenna. I mean, per system, but also per antenna. So there is no limitation to have 5 or 10 wireless bell packs per antenna. You can have even 128. So so it's quite a lot number of bell packs, to be honest. So the number of full duplex channels that you can have in a complete system is 7 full duplex channels. You have to combine some remote antennas, but anyway, I will explain you later as well. Also, you can do some routings. You can configure the IFB, the fallback as well. And the security of the system is AES 256 bits level 3, which is the top level of encryption. So it's quite difficult to have interruptions in the system. The different type of antennas, as I told you, I will show you in a minute, but we have waterproof antennas, we have a daisy chain antennas, we have an indoor antennas, we have outdoor antennas. So there is a couple of kinds of antennas depending of the project, of the use of the project. Okay, the system is really flexible. So we can say that you can start with a small, let's say, base station and a couple of bell packs, and then you can increase depending on the number of channels that do you need. you can increase the system just adding some panels, desktop panels or one rack unit panels. The system genie is composed, let's say the different part of the system is panels. You can have desktop and one rack unit panels, different models. You have a wired bell packs as well, and you have a wireless bell pack. Quite easy to cabling. It's a PoE-scalable, so everything is connected through Cat5 ESTP or superior Cat6. I mean Ethernet connections. There is also the possibility to connect analog in and outs. I mean, there is a 4 wires connection and 2 wires. Of course, you can routing any of those analog signals in and out. Of course, you can route it to any of the groups of the intercom system. Everything is configured with GCM, which is the Genie Configuration Manager. You can upgrade, you can change frequencies manually as well. You can monitoring different parameters of the bell packs. Let's say you can monitor in the battery, you can monitor in the battery life. I mean, you can monitor also the coverage of the system. I mean, there is a lot of parameters that you can also control and monitoring with the GCM. And the last thing I will say then is a very cost-effective solution if you compare with, let's say, other system in the market. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the panels, but I would like to show you this on a second camera. Just 1 second. Okay. So as you can see, we have a demo kit here. I try to install, let's say, all the parts that LaON intercom system has. So let me explain you a little bit. We have as you can see, base station and panels, they are quite similar, but of course there is some differences. Let's start for the base station. This is the base station, and you can see there is 2 antennas. So one is transmitting, receiving, the other one is receiving. Right now they are disconnected because we have a repeater very close to it. So normally we say that the distance between base station and repeaters, or repeater to repeater, in an open space has to be minimum 70 meters, okay? Because otherwise it will be interferences between them. So we have actually 8 different toll buttons, totally independent with independent volume as well. And you have a push to call. So let's say that you want to call to group 2. There is a lot of bell packs, some different panels assign it to group 2. So if we want to call to group 2, just pressing here, and actually we are calling. Okay, so you can see that we are calling to the different panels and also to the bell packs as well. Also, you have a mic on and off. You have a speaker on and off. As you can see, there is a ghost neck mic on the base station. There is also a speaker output as well. But of course, you can, in case you need to use headsets, you can use a pair of headsets as well. There is different kind of headsets that I will show you. Well, I don't have it here, but I will tell you in a minute. There is also 4 wires in and out. So there is 4 wires and 2 wires in and out. So let's say that you need to connect it to external matrix. Of course, you can do it through the 4 wires. Also, in case you have an old intercom system, then you still working, analog intercom system is still working, and you want to keep it, you can connect it through the 2 wires, and you can, of course, assign all the bell packs and the all intercom system. You can assign it to the new one and make it work as a one single intercom system. Okay. Then we have, sorry. Then we have the desktop panel. This is a new one. As you can see, it's quite small, but it's good to have it on the desk. But it's also the possibility to we provide some adapters, so you can also connect it on the wall in case you need it for let's say for factories, for hospitals, for some applications. It's nice to put it on the wall as well. there is some 4 direct toggle buttons, so you have a master control as well. All the powering than the desktop has is coming through PoE. So there is no DC connector on that. So you connect it with the PoE connector. Also, you can put a headsets on the sides in case you need, but it's also coming with the ghost neck and with the speaker. You have a menu as well. Then you can, let's say, set up some parameters as well, like volume, game, the speaker output. All these kind of things can be set up through here quite easily, and also independent torque and independent volume as well control. If we go to the one rack unit, this is also the new one as well. The one you can see in the bottom is quite similar to the base station, but of course there is some difference. There is no antennas, of course, but you have also 4 wires and 2 wires as well. You have 8 different independent keys with a volume control, but in case you need 8 more, you just press to second page. Right now you cannot see anything because it's not configured, but you can also configure it 8 keys more, okay? So you can have like 16 different buttons in one single unit. In case you need even more channels, you can add what we call expansion panel, and it's called GXP12. So you can add to the 8 channels. You can add up to 3 different 12 buttons panels. Okay, so you can have, let's say, 36. You can have 42 different channels. Regarding the connection, how is the connection between the panels? As you know, this is a free matrix intercom. So basically, it's kind of a mix of a party line, and also you can have also a peer-to-peer connections, but also you can assign as well different panels to one single key. Let's say that I need to assign 10 panels, 10 of those to one key of, let's say, the base station on one key of one of those panels. You can easily assign it. So you can do a grouping of group of different panels or bell packs, or a mix at the same time. So you can mix, you can do a lot of groupings and a lot of assigning issues on the system. Okay. Basically, if you have anything, then you need to have then you need the support to have a configuration. You please contact us, and we can support you on that. Okay. Also, there is 2 kind of bell packs. Probably the bell packs you knew from the old systems, but this is a new one. This is a basic one, but there is also a model that is waterproof as well. It's only 15 euros, 15 to 100 euros expensive, but it's fully waterproof. As you can see, it's a very, very tiny and very small bell pack. It's not bulky and heavy. So actually all the operators really welcome and appreciate to have such a small, device. You have five groups, 5 different groups that you can change in and for the different, let's say, kind of operators. There is a volume control. There is a small OLED screen. Then you can control here. You can control the battery life. You can control also the coverage area. It gives you some lines, then like a mobile phone actually. You also can control the gain. You can control the speaker, the headphones output as well. You can control the transmission power. On this system, on Genie, you have the option to put plus 3 dBs on the transmission power. It means that you are giving to the bell packs 20% more coverage than if you are not using the plus 3 dB. The only disadvantage if you're using plus 3 dBs is the battery life is a little bit less. But we calculate around the battery life on this small bell pack about 8 hours. There is a nickel batteries, then you can easily replace it. However, as I say, it's 8 hours battery life, and if you charge it, it will take approximately 4 hours to be fully charged again. This is the wireless bell pack, and this is the wired bell pack. This is a new one as well. This, I will say, this is quite useful for fixed camera operators, then they are not moving too much. So basically they use this kind of devices. As you can see, there is a wide LAN connector on that. So everything is connected through Ethernet, as I told you previously, and you have a line in and line out. So the line out, you can also connect as a daisy chain, you can connect more wire belt packs as well. So it can be connected through the switch, or it can be connected through through daisy chains as well between the belt packs. You have 4 direct buttons, okay? This will be like this. You can also swap the screen as well. This is a 4 direct buttons, but there is a Swift, then you can have another 4 direct buttons as well. So you can have 8 buttons in this small device. There is a volume control as well. You can control the headsets, the headphones output. You connect the headphones here. Yeah, this is one of the new parts as well. Just to finalize a bit the hardware, let me tell you something about the antennas. We have 2 kind of antennas. Actually, this is a repeater, which is I will say this is for indoor purposes because it's not waterproof. There is one LAN connector, then you can connect it through the switch, or you can connect it through the back, directly through the back of the base station. Normally, the distance than from the cable in order to locate it a repeater, it cannot be more than 150 meters. Okay, so in many cases, then you have, let's say, you have a studio TV, and you have a different studios in different floors. What you can do, actually, what people do basically is you can use the same LAN of the building. You just connected your antennas on the different areas, just plug and play, okay? Also the coverage of both antennas, the coverage is exactly the same. The coverage that you can get with the antennas is 150 meters in an open space. Of course, if there is a concrete walls and different rooms, you have to calculate and you have to see how many antennas you need to put. But as I say, in an open space, actually you can get 150 meters. We have a very good example here in the Winthik Center, which is the biggest, let's say, venue in Madrid, where there is a lot of concerts. Unfortunately, not now, but it will be back. I hope soon. We have the last concert we have. It was the beginning of this year. Actually, with one repeater, we could cover, it was like 10, 15,000 people. And with one repeater, we could cover all the camera operators, and it was recording the concert. So as I say, in an open space, you can get a good coverage. This is the other antenna. As you can see, is quite different because this is a waterproof antenna. Okay, this is a waterproof, it's PoE in, so you give power through PoE. And there is also a daisy chain connector here. So you can link it different antennas. So you can have, as I say, you can link it directly to the switch, but you can also take the distance than one antenna gives. So you can locate the other link it to the line output as well. Okay, so this is a very quick overview, but let's go back to the presentation, and let me show you. Let me finalize. Let me just change this. Sorry, 1 second. Let's go to the camera one. Okay, so this is the equipment that we show you. Okay, this is the Genie configuration manager. I make 2 screenshots actually because we have no time. We have no time to do all the explanation about the software. But as you can see, you see the base station, and you see all the remote antennas and all the equipment just connected and paired it to the system. So you can configure it as you like. On the right hand side here, you can see all the groups then they are assigned to the different key buttons, to the different tall buttons of the panels, and the same thing with the lines. Of course, you can save the configuration and you can keep it, and then you can upload it at any time. Also, you can monitor in the bell packs, and you can monitor in the wired bell packs and the wireless bell packs as well. You can see the levels, you can see the coverage, all these kind of things. And as well, you can change the frequency manually in case you need to select your frequency inside those 5 gigahertz band. You can do it manually as well. The equipment do it automatically, but you can do it manually. Let me tell you different scenarios quickly because we are running of time. Then you can use LaON. You can use in TV broadcasting studios, OB Bank, eSports, big events, large, I mean, Warsaw, rental business. This is good for rental business because it's quite easy to set up. It's just plug and play. Corporate company presentations, sport venues, live concert, theaters, medical communication, and industrial side, factories, and also hospitals as well, and airports. I did a few diagrams so you can see actually how the system is configured. It's quite easy. This is a basic case. So you see the base station, you can see the switch here, and all the equipment is just plugged to the switch. You put also some remote antennas in case you need to transmit to the wireless bell packs as well. So you see the panels here and also the wire bell packs, okay? This is exactly the same configuration, well, similar to the previous one, but without any router, okay? Without any switch. So everything is connected as daisy chain. This is a simple studio configuration where you can see actually a base station on the MCR, on the master control, and on the different studios through the LAN of the building, you just connect the repeaters and you locate the different bell packs. Of course, you can move it around on the places that you have repeaters, of course, okay? This is similar to the previous one, but this is a big event venue. So you have different halls. Then you can also cover it with repeaters using the LAN of the building as well, or throwing a direct cable as well. You can do it, but normal use is through in the LAN of the building. So you have different repeaters to connect the different bell packs. You can also connect, instead to repeater, you can connect also a panel or wire bell packs. Okay, and then here we put a waterproof antenna, but let's say that holds is an open space, so we provide a waterproof antenna. This is a OB1 configuration, so you can see all the CCUs coming to a MDA. MDA is one of our concentrator that the equipment has as well. So you send all the CCUs to a concentrator, and you send all the concentrate analog signals to 1 or 2 line inputs. Okay, you can also send the output back to the CCUs, but yeah, you send it to the system, and then you have all the panels for the different areas of the OB-band as well. There is also the option to connect a walkie-talkie in the back of the base station. And in this case, we provide 2 remote antennas because they need also to cover operators than it was outside the OB band. So we provide 2 remote antennas to locate it, let's say, outside the OB band. Okay. And the last configuration, this is for a hospital in Asia. And basically, you see the master control in a hospital. There is a lot of concrete walls and different areas, different rooms and different floors and everything. So basically, this what we did here is to provide, well, what LaON did, sorry, that was a LaON project. What they did actually is they put different repeaters on all the different, let's say, rooms or area. As I told you, if it's an open space, 1 repeater or 2 repeater will be enough. But of course, if there is a concrete walls, we need to put several repeaters. Okay. Okay. This is a very, very quick overview about LaON system. However, if you want to do a personal meeting, you can do through our event tool. So we can have much more time and go in deep to the LaON system, of course. And if you have questions now, please feel free to ask. Thank you for listening. Cheers. Have a good day.